$617 extra each and every month for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, and SSI beneficiaries. Some new details have been released. I have all the information and exactly what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to discuss with you some new details that were released suggesting fixed income beneficiaries, including the millions of beneficiaries I mentioned at the beginning of this video, should be getting on average $617 more or extra every single month as of right now. Well, I do want to talk through the details of this report here in the video and show you what this actually means and why there's the discrepancy and what it means for you and your monthly benefit going forward. We've got a lot to talk about here in the video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to hit that big old button right down below the video. Subscribe to the channel as I'm here for you every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, and I truly appreciate your support. I want to do whatever I possibly can to keep you informed of all these changes, any new announcements, or anything coming out right now that may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything showing up right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, including money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus, or anything else like that. Of course, I want you to know about it right away. So again, I'm here for you no matter what every single day and advocating on your behalf, as that's my dedication and my commitment to you and everybody here in the community, and as always, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks so much. Please subscribe down below and let's get into it and talk about the details of this report, where this major discrepancy is coming from, and why beneficiaries are not actually getting this $617, but they really should be getting an extra $617 on average above and beyond your regular benefit as of right now. Now, first off, before we get into the details, let me ask you really quickly, would your lifestyle and would your life be a little bit different if you were getting an extra $617 a month above and beyond your regular benefit right now? So for example, if you're getting, say, $800 a month right now of your monthly benefit, just imagine an extra $617 would be $1,417 a month. Would that be a little bit life-changing for a lot of people? Yeah. Do you think that would possibly help out and solve a lot of the issues that fixed income beneficiaries are dealing with right now when it comes down to finances and not having enough money because of this rapidly rising inflation and everything else going on right now over the last few years? Yeah, exactly, right? I don't need to ask that over and over. I think we all completely understand. Yeah, it would be life-changing, and this would certainly take care of a lot of the issues that a lot of people are currently dealing with. Well, let me explain the details about this. So, the report has been released here, and let me show you the details behind this. So, as you've heard me talk about before in other videos, as of right now, and has been in place basically forever, the Social Security COLA is based on the CPIW, Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. That is how they determine the annual cost of living adjustment, right? So as of recently, the last few years here, we've been getting a pretty decent COLA. Let's be real, okay? In 2021, it was 1.3%. 2022, 5.9%. 2023, 8.7%. And obviously 2024, it's going to be significantly less than the 8.7% we got in 2023, but, you know, it's still relatively nice. Now, as a result of that, that is all based on the CPIW. However, there's another metric out there, which is the CPIE, Consumer Price Index for the elderly. Now, this takes into consideration, and it has a higher weighting on the expenses that those individuals living on a fixed income benefit, age 62 and over, generally spend their money on, okay? Now, this doesn't mean necessarily that you need to be 62 or over. It just simply means the CPIE, Consumer Price Index for the elderly, is focused on those expenses for those people age 62 and over. My point is, this is where most fixed income beneficiaries spend the vast majority of their money, is it gives that higher weighting in the CPIE. Okay, well, what does that actually mean? Now, here's what it comes down to. For a very long time now, years and years, in fact, in decades, Congress has been talking about changing it from the CPIW to the CPIE. Now, realistically, on a year-over-year basis, it's not that much of a difference, okay? For example, this is just an example, by the way, so just stick with him. I'm just kind of illustrating the differences here. So maybe on a year-over-year basis, maybe the CPIE is up, say, 1%, okay? Maybe the CPI... Sorry, let me say that again. I said it the wrong way. Let me say it again really quickly. Okay, on a year-over-year basis, let's just say that the CPIW is up 1%. the CPIE may be up 1.3%, okay? So on a year-over-year basis in this example, as you can see here, maybe the CPIE outpaces the CPIW by maybe 0.2%, maybe 0.3%, maybe 0.5% in some years, maybe even close to 1% in some years. But it's not that much, a few tenths of 1% over the course of a year, you know, an annualized basis. So it's not that much. However, when we factor in time into this whole thing, now we're dealing with huge numbers. Okay, now let's talk about the report here. Here's what the report is suggesting. If Congress would have implemented the CPIE back in the year 2000, so good old 2000, when we flipped over from the good old 1990s into the 2000s, okay, if they would have implemented at that same time the adjustment from the CPIW to the CPIE, one simple little change that they could easily do with about 2 lines of legislation. It would not be even a big deal at all. They could easily make this change. But if they were to make this one change from the CPIW to the CPI, and if they would have done it back in the year 2000, guess what would have happened? Over that period of time, so basically 23 years, taking into consideration the COLA for 2024, basically what would have happened over 23 years of time, that little adjustment between the CPIW and the CPIE, 0.1% here, 0.2 there, 0.5 there, you know, 0.8% there, maybe 1% on a rare basis, things like that, compounded over 23 years, resulted in $617 on average that beneficiaries should be getting right now above and beyond your regular benefit because of the COLA. That's it, okay? Above and beyond. Those little incremental changes each and every year, above and beyond, compounded over long periods of time. In this case, 23 years compounded with little, you know, a couple tenths of a percent, maybe 0.5%, maybe 0.8% over many, many years, compounded with the COLA on top of that, has translated into $617 that beneficiaries should be getting, but unfortunately are not getting because of lack of action out of Congress. Thank you very much. Yeah, Congress, yet again, they're surprising all of us. Well, not really. They're just doing their good old thing, which is not much, right? Not much. So anyway, as a result of that, this one little change would have resulted in that. Now remember, on average, okay, this is the average beneficiaries, what it would have come down to. Now some people, it could be more than that based on higher income benefits. Some people, it'd be lower than that. But the fact is, that's the average is $617. Now here's the thing. Would an extra $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, $800, something like that, be life-changing for a lot of people right now? Yeah, it'd be massively life-changing. Now, here's another thing out there right now. Remember, Bernie Sanders is pounding the table on this Social Security Expansion Act. That would implement a $200 per month raise to benefits. We're asking for $200 there. Just one little adjustment to the COLA 23 years ago would have done exactly that, plus some. In fact, 3 times what Bernie Sanders is working for with the Social Security Expansion Act. See what I'm saying here? We wouldn't need to have any of these conversations right now. If we had all of this done years and years ago when Congress was supposed to do it, we would not even need to have these conversations. We probably would not even be talking about Social Security right now because why? We wouldn't need to. Beneficiaries would be much better off. Now, obviously, would this fix all the issues and financial strain that everybody's having right now? Probably not. It wouldn't fix everything, but at the end of the day, it would make things a lot easier, right? It would make things a lot better for a lot of beneficiaries. However, there's a flip side to the coin here. Let me explain it really quickly. The Social Security insolvency issue, okay? I'm only going to take a minute on this, but this is what's another thing that's been talked about. Now, a lot of people are suggesting, oh, Social Security insolvency is only, 8, 10 years away, whatever they're saying right now, right? It seems like the number continues to change. But if they would have implemented this new change to the CPIE from the CPIW, say 23 years ago, this insolvency issue could be upon us right here, right now. So maybe Congress was thinking 23 years ago, and 20 years ago, and 17 years ago, and 14 years ago, and 10 years ago, and yesterday. Maybe they were thinking about all this and thinking, we can't possibly change it from the CPIW to the CPIE because this is going to drain the Social Security Trust Fund even faster. Okay, well, guess what? That's their problem that they need to figure out. That is their job. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure the job of Congress is to figure these problems out. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that they get elected for a reason to actually solve big issues for the American people and the country as a whole. I don't know. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm pretty sure that's their job. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes you got to do your job. Tough life, right? I mean, seriously. Tough life, got to do your job. So anyway, that is what it comes down to. So maybe they have intentionally not increased benefits or adjusted the COLA for this one reason alone. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on in the minds of these people. Honestly, I don't really want to know either, okay? But my point is, this is one thing where beneficiaries have unfortunately kind of been cheated out of these benefits, okay? Now, obviously, we can't really say cheated. That's a very strong word, and I wouldn't want to say that in order to be like, oh, this is what's going on, right? It's unjust. But at the end of the day, we can look at it and say, you know, Congress, you kind of dropped the ball here. This should have been done years and years ago. This would have adjusted benefits, and a lot of people would not be dealing with these financial issues right now because of this one simple change. Now, again, it doesn't really mean that they've done something malicious on purpose, but maybe they've been thinking long-term here and thinking, you know, if we do this, it's going to drain the trust fund super fast, and then we'll have a problem on our hands even sooner. Well, they're going to have a problem no matter what, okay? It just would have happened sooner if that would have been the case. So anyway, I could sit here and go on, ranting and raving about all this stuff, but you get my point here, okay? This is the report. This is what's going on here, and of course, I want to keep you posted with any further details on this. So anyway, please make sure to subscribe down below. I like to keep you informed of what's going on there so you can have the big picture. You can see the whole picture of what is going on and how all these changes or a lack of changes coming out, you know, have impacted benefits in a significant way. So just want to bring this to your attention. Anyway, hope this helps you. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one, and I'll catch you again later.